Coley somewhere.
All right, big spot here for the former undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, and he's not too emotionally attached to a lot of these results. I expect a big effort out of him here tonight.
You know, John, I love that you teed it up that way, because I was just thinking that for a guy that seemed to be on a rocket ship to the moon, becoming a middleweight champion, he handles adversity as well as anyone I've ever seen. When he lost to Jan Blachowicz, when he tried to become double champion, still even keel. When he lost his championship, even keel. I believe that ability will allow for him to work his way back to a championship opportunity, where I expect him to be very competitive and possibly earn himself the belt back.
And skill for skill, there are a lot of people that still believe he's the best middleweight in the world. A lot of the elite 185-pounders believe that Izzy and not necessarily Pereira represent the toughest matchup for them. We'll see how Adesanya fares in this critical matchup here tonight. Nurmagomedov, and there's so much made about his value as a corner man. Tonight, though, he is competing and has Bulas in his corner.
Yeah, Coach Khabib is as undefeated as fighter Khabib, but we love getting the opportunity to see Nurmagomedov compete again. This guy is the definition of pressure. He is trying to take you down, and he does not hide his intentions. He wants to get in your face, he wants to take you down, and he wants to drown you. This guy's a savage, he's a beast. Every word that describes that is Khabib Nurmagomedov with Hasbulla in his corner.
And if Hasbulla didn't have any value, probably wouldn't be in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for the former lightweight champ tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov has graced the octagon. He is ready to fight. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! Third round for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib, the Eagle,
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready? Let's do it.
All right, so we get another look at Israel Adesanya here tonight. Let's see if he can get off to a fast start. He's not a guy that forces the finish. He will tell you as much that he likes to feel things out a little bit early on. He knows his opponent's going to come shooting at those legs. More often than not, short sample size in the UFC, but Israel Adesanya's takedown defense has held up. All right, so there it is. The takedown is there on the first attempt. Wrestling's the best base for mixed martial arts. I didn't wrestle, but that is what I believe, and the kickboxer is not at all where he wants to be early in this fight.
As a wrestler myself, you dig into these fights and you think this is exactly what's going to happen. This wrestler's going to level change. He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle.
Oh, that looks tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Good straight hand there by Adesanya.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Nurmagomedov has got full mount now.
Oh.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike.
Referee helping here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Looks like a potential submission attempt here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, how about that? He gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Khabib's back in full mount.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere.
Huge elbow. We might get a stoppage here. Setting up an armbar now. Oh, he's in trouble.
Trying to finish the armbar here. All he's got to do now is take his time, and the finish will present itself.
No way, he got it.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. Fight was done. He loves to fight on.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
All right, buckle up. Here we go. Round 2. Khabib Nurmagomedov. And on the other side, Israel Adesanya. Oh, and a switch kick to the body for good measure. Nice work there by Adesanya. Overhand right, swing and a miss. Oh, collar tie. Oh, beautiful strike there by Israel Adesanya. He's got a lifetime in the game, not a lifetime in the UFC, but you see, this is a huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, nice level change.
Back to his feet. Needs a big knee. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Oh, my goodness, what a kick. Beautiful.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolating it to try to get a Kimura. Notice he'll step over the head to try to get the Kimura.
Constantly a moving target. Side control. Nurmagomedov's able to transition back to side control now.
Beautiful transition.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Another grounded pound strike gets home. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Using a lot of good movement.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Nurmagomedov's in half guard now. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it?
He passes to half.
Nurmagomedov's got the full mount.
Great defense by this fighter.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, heading back to the corner now after that round. And Khabib's got a real significant cut above the eye. We'll see if the cut man can stop the bleeding.
Let this guy know who you are.
All right, back to the stools between rounds, and I guess nothing a little Botox can't fix, but let us show you the replay and ultimately the strike that caused that significant damage to his forehead.
I mean, his forehead. You don't see it very often. But even when BJ Penn kicked Diego Sanchez, the damage and the blood that flies off the head whenever you get a head kick to the head, it's very difficult to deal with or get a cut on the forehead. He's got to change his approach now to really protect himself.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be compromising the vision as yet, but he will need to protect himself so it doesn't get worse here in the next round.
Good takedown defense by Israel. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. It's a good right hand right there.
Oh, these guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides.
Oh, nice takedown. Yep.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Now trying to isolate an arm.
Yeah, he's trying to go to a Kimura lock. Right here, he'll either try to get the submission or use the sweep.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
While sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers, there have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
Oh, good block there. Adesanya's got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts. Great shot from the top position.
Oh, he's setting up for a submission now.
Dude's trying to finish the fight.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to him. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Excellent pace last round. Now we're going to kick it up. He doesn't know you have a whole nother beat.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round. There somehow his opponent stayed up with him.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Back to his feet.
Nice level change.
Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
Nurmagomedov's trying to get a triangle here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Also, how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Let's go! Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Nurmagomedov. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Nurmagomedov's in half guard. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes. Oh, there's a hit kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Gotta capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So if you get a guy hurt, you gotta find a way to finish the fight.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on the right now. You see a Tweety bird over the top of his head. If you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Khabib's in half guard. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
Deep breath in your stomach and relax. Let's get that heart rate down. Breathe deeply. You're looking a little tired out there last round. This round,
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection. And that's a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
So once again, making good use of his size as he lands the knee. Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked. Well, as we pull up the numbers there, bottom of your screen, the body strikes really tell the story in this one. That was a big focus for his camp coming in, and he has certainly worked that midsection to great effect here tonight. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive option, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your handstand, up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Nurmagomedov's looking for an armbar here. He is no one-trick pony. Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm, was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut. And it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now.
Adesanya's in half guard.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Oh, nice.
Khabib's right back to the full mount. All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-46, and 48-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
And if you want to win